delicious. You can. It's RobLynn live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like on passive, it's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can. It's RobLynn live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show.
Well, okay.
Do you, RobLynn Live? I'm going to say it at 8:15. Let's make it 16 after 8. Do you, RobLynn Live? I'd like to apologize for being a little tardy. It's all me. I was up a little late and paid the price.
You did the right rest. Yeah.
I did need the rest, so. Well, I'm going to say it again. Do you, RobLynn Live? I know you do. I know it. I know it. Are a little tardy tonight. That's all me. I had entertained a little too late last night and this morning by being up. So I had to take a little napster, and to be perfectly transparent, that's where I was in Never Never Land. And Miss Nakamoto awakened me and said, "Are you joining us tonight?" And I said, "What time is it?" She said, 8:01. I said, "Ooh."
No, it's 5 minutes to.
Oh, 7:55, and I couldn't wake up.
I thought he would wake up. It's a never, never laugh.
All right, the dream wasn't that good. So let's get after it, shall we? First off, it's day 672. It's Tuesday. That's 672 consecutive RobLynn Lives. That's right. Not 600, not 70, not 41, 672 consecutive RobLynn Lives. Today's the 25th day of June, 2024, and you are tuned in to the RobLynn Network. There's no doubt about it. Have we got a topic for you? What do you guys think of that background? Miss Nakamoto is outdoing herself on a daily basis. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right. Now, if you're not an OES, and you could be. If you're not an OES, and you should be. If you're not an OES, and you want to be there, all you got to do is go to RobLynnLive.com. What's that domain again? RobLynnLive.com. Yeah. And what happens when you click on that domain? Up pops Lynn Nakamoto's registration page. You can sign in, get yourself an O-mail, get yourself a password for that O-mail, get yourself O-net, no trim, and be prepared to get Oconnect once you can. All right. So, RobLynnLive.com. All right. We told you it's day 672. It's Tuesday. Let's get after it. Good morning, good afternoon, Good evening and welcome to the RobLynn Network production presentation of RobLynn Live and Ali.
The Wonder Dog.
That's our boy Oliver Nakamoto Gorman. And our topic this evening is AI and mental health. Should be a good one. We did a little bit of research on this, and we think you'll enjoy getting the value that we think you will. All right. Followed by community time, a bit of signing perhaps, and a bit of songing by JJB Tin Man, Mr. John Buddy. John Barilla will be along with a baritone version of a song. Yeah. All right. Let's move along, little doggies. Please pray for Ash and his lovely wife Ashmahan, the boys Omar and Yusuf, as well as the tech media and support staffs around the globe for their good health and their safety. Yes, indeed you do. And also, if you know of anyone who's in need of a nice prayer or some kind thoughts or some love, light, and prayers, you know what to do. Keep them in your prayer. All right. Or prayers, plural. All right. Here we go. We do have a few announcements of the evening as we do every night. So let's get after it. Oconnect is extended until the 30th of June for some and the 1st of July for others. So get ready for that. Enjoy it while you can. OPO Tracker on Passive O Tracker, the free trial has been extended 21 days. So that's also available to you. And we want to remind you to migrate. Don't hesitate. Get after it, please. Migration without hesitation. Check out the ONPASSIVE newest website. You'll like the way it flips around and jumps around and does somersaults. It's a dandy. Check out the ONPASSIVE newest YouTube channel. It's got videos that are long, shorts, mediums, and very shorts. Check out Mr. Nizal on X, formerly Twitter. There's lots to see and there's lots to hear. Log into your OES for the latest on the ticker and in the back office for pop-ups. Please hop on and Oconnect when you can. If you know of anyone needing help, if you know of anyone, if you know of anyone, if you know of anyone needing help, just help them. Yeah. All right. Subscribe to Oconnect when you can as well. Okay. Let's get it on. Let's talk the topic. Let's see what we've got. Did you want to say any thank yous before we get going?
I just want to say thank you to the moderators in our YouTube live chat. I see them actively at work. We've got Michael Chetta, John Barilla, Roy Davies, and let's see if there's anybody else. Roy Davies. The other two may come in a little bit later, I think. But thank you to our three hard at work right now.
All right, and all right. We could say a few hellos. Amish Kumar is there on YouTube with Michael Chetta. Sophia McCready is here as well. We miss you too. Nagaraj is here. Frank Rowe is here. John Buddy is here. Mangal Chahan is here. Joni Saini is here. Irena Stexala is here. And of course, Carmela. Fire, fire, fire. The Rose from Israel. Schwartz is here. David Switzer's in the house on YouTube. Welcome, David. Roy Davies, as Lynn mentioned. Nagaraj, as Lynn mentioned. And let's see who else might have joined us. Let's see. That may be it for now. I think I may have hit upon everybody. ﷺ 𝗠𝗲 is here. Welcome to you, sir.
Want me to say hi to the webinar chat?
I think that'd be a good idea. Why don't you?
So I see first to come in was Nagaraj Gosavi, which he usually is at first. Either Michael or he's first. And then we had John Barilla, who came in to greet everybody, which was really nice. Paul Singh with his usual comment, which is, I love ONPASSIVE. Very nice. And then we have, let's go down a bit. Harminder Kaur is here. She says, hi, Lynn, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning to you. Thank you for being with us. And let's scroll down a bit and see who else popped in. We have Mundrika Prasad, who says, hello, all ONPASSIVE family, my heart. Thank you. That's a nice statement. Beautiful. And we have, let me scroll down a bit again. Carmela Schwartz is in the house. Carmela, fire, fire, fire. And she has some nice hashtags there. Thank you, Carmela. And of course, Michael Chata has a really nice ticker and has a lot of significance. The emojis that he depict various things like bipolar, depression, and autism, etc. So thank you for being so thoughtful in selecting the emojis, Michael Chata. Appreciate you. Greg Lakin is here saying hello, everyone. And we have, who else is in there? If I scroll down a bit, I'm going to see more people popping in. I really scrolled up kind of far. We have Ayansha Verma, who says, hi, Lynn. Hi, Ayansha. Thanks for being with us. I got Sadananda in the house. He says, hello, Robin, Lynn. Good morning. Well, good morning to you, Sadananda. Greg Lakin says, hi to Sadananda. And we have Nagaraj with a whole bunch of hashtags. Thank you for using hashtags.
And there's 71 right now between the YouTube chat and the chat on Oconnect.
That's pretty good considering we just started.
And we started
a bit late.
A bit late. How about a lot bit late?
Mm-hmm. Hello to Ben John, paramedic. He says, hello, RobLynn live on ONPASSIVE. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Greetings to you. And Jillian is in the house saying, hello, everybody.
Woo, doggies, Jillian.
All right. And we got, if I scroll down more, then there's more people coming. I just got to scroll down.
All right.
We got Jillian, Carmilla. There's so much, chatting. You got to scroll down a lot. Armin Hoke is here saying, hello, hashtag Mad Hatter, and hashtag Treasure of ONPASSIVE. Thank you, Armin. That's really kind of you to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And we go further down. And who do we see further down? I got to go fast. Les Hudson, he says, I am so glad to be here. Thank you. I'm glad you're glad to be here. Don Swihart says, hello, everyone. Hi, Don. We got Frank Rowe in the house, and he's greeting a whole bunch of people. Very nice. And who else is here? We got Bruce Gerstein. He says, hello, ONPASSIVians. Hello, Bruce. And I see Angela Laland, who says, hi, Mr. Ash and your family. Rest often as needed. Get healthy, stay healthy, and be safe. Very nice. Further down, we will have, I know there's more people that came in. Roy Davies, who says, hello, hashtag RobLynn, my great, wonderful friends. Welcome, Roy. He's one of our moderators. He's hard at work in the YouTube live chat as we speak. Thank you. Okay, let me keep going down. I'm getting there. Almost there to the bottom. We got people greeting like crazy, greeting one another. And did I catch everybody? Greg Miller. Greg Miller's here saying, hello, everyone. Rachel Violet is here. She says, hello, Rob and Lynn. Thank you. Rachel, will you be teaching science tonight? I hope so. Let me know. We got, who else is here? Rachel. I'm almost at the bottom. I think I reached the bottom. No. Roy, John. Oh, Mel Marcano. Melanie says, hello, Robin Lynn. Hello, everyone. And Greg Hill is here saying, hello, all. And Rob, you have to do what you have to do. Thank you. And then Greg Miller says, I, RobLynn, live. How nice. Thank you, you guys. All right, I caught up.
All right, very good. Let's get after it then. Oconnect is extended as we mentioned. We mentioned O-Tracker. It has been extended. We mentioned migration. Without hesitation, we do want to make sure you sign the NDA and affiliate agreement. Check out the newest ONPASSIVE website, and we're repeating ourselves just in case some folks came in late. Check out the ONPASSIVE newest YouTube with videos, longs, mediums, and shorts. Check out Mr. 𝗍𝗪 on X, formerly Twitter, with lots to see and lots to hear. Log into your OES for the latest, as we mentioned, on the ticker and in the back office pop-ups, please. Hop on an Oconnect when you can. If you know of anyone needing ONPASSIVE help, yep, helping one helps us all. And of course, subscribe to Oconnect when you can. Well, this evening's topic will at some time in all our lives affect someone we either know, related to, or maybe just acquainted with. That is AI and mental health. AI and mental health. While I'm not an expert here, I do have some mental health issues, so I appreciate the topic very much. And Ollie's question of the evening is, has anyone you are either related to or acquainted with had any mental health issues? And I think that might be a resounding, well, I don't know if I want to talk about it, but yes, my cousin, or yes, my brother.
Oh, undoubtedly. Everyone has a family member or at least a friend who has mental illness. This is very, very common. Very common.
All right. It is very common. So let's see what you think about that question as we go. Now, AI is increasingly being integrated into mental health practice and research, offering promising new applications. So let's take a look at some key ways AI is impacting mental health. All right, let's get after it now. Diagnosis and screening, of course. AI algorithms have shown high accuracy in predicting suicidal thoughts and other significant mental health issues. This is nothing to sneeze about. This is important stuff here, so please pay attention. According to a Vanderbilt University study, AI had an 80% accuracy rate in predicting suicide when the researchers were given the medical records and the demographics.
What was the accuracy?
80% accurate.
Very good.
That's pretty darn accurate, I would say. Mm-hmm. All right. Treatment support. Let's talk about how AI is embedded there. It's being used to enhance mental health care delivery, particularly in the light of demand in the workforce. There's a lot of people with PTSD that you probably know or you work with. AI can be used for a number of things along these lines: note-taking, transcription, and analyzing historical data in health records to guide a form of treatment. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very strong. Awareness and education. Let's talk a little here, shall we? Okay. Awareness and education. Through training and education, AI-driven initiatives are able to disseminate, figure out, I should say, accurate data about mental health. And that the stigma surrounding mental health and prototype dialogues included here is AI, NLP, and which is natural language processing, and sentiment analysis on social media data gauges the public's attitudes towards mental health topics. How cool is that?
Very.
Yes, it is. I agree 100%. All right. Supporting tools. Support tools. What are they? Let's talk about them for a moment. AI-powered chatbots. That's right. The little guy in the corner of your screen that answers your questions, and educational platforms are emerging as interactive tools, providing information, coping strategies, and referrals to professional help. Good stuff. These tools are able to bridge the gaps and to encourage people to seek assistance when needed. They may not want to seek it now, but they'll want to seek it later, for sure. Administrative tasks, these are involved here too. AI is aiding in the relief of burdens to the healthcare professional, providing burnout assistance for healthcare workers. In other words, it's not hard to burn out when you're dealing with the same topic every day of your life. All right. An example here is use of AI in record keeping. You can now use your AI embedded mental health guidelines right along, right here, with reference to record keeping. It's a good way to keep accurate records. While all of the above are good, okay, they're very good, we must always keep in mind the following considerations that may not be so good. Privacy and data protection. We need that. It's got to have it. Bias and fairness. You're going to have that. Some bias and some fairness. Human connection is very important. In other words, you got to have that one-on-one with a real person, not just on the internet. Ethical concerns, economic impact, but while there are considerations such as these, there are also opportunities. How about that? We've got some golden opportunities in front of us. For example, early detection. How very cool is early detection?
That's really important.
Yeah. Personalized treatment plans, mental health monitoring. Very nice. Therapeutic tools. Those are tools that will help you figure out what in the world is Johnny thinking. Research advancements. And now, let's take a quickie look at the future, shall we?
All right.
There's a lot of stuff in the future coming our way. So give me a moment. Let's pull it up. And there it is. The quickie look at the future is as follows. Mental health will take time to be the best it can be, okay? Servicing those who need us. But there is integration with clinical practice going on every day. That's a good thing. There is regulation and standards, meaning it's not just a runaway train. User-centered design, which means the user is able to design exactly what the treatment plan might be, along with his doctor or doctors. And finally, continuing research. Now, there's not a darn thing wrong with continuing research. It is, over the long haul, it's going to be what we need. Okay? Now, we hope you all got a touch of value here and learned a little something about AI and mental health. So, come aboard. Let's join each other in community time. We were 15 minutes late, so we only went 23 minutes in deference to all of you. And we hope you got some value there. Very much so. All right. Now, we're going to get rid of the old ticker. There it goes. It's gone. We're going to open up the screen. There it is. There I am. There's Lynn Nakamoto and others. And now, it's time for community time. And how do we do it? There's a little icon on the bottom of your page left, which has a list of attendees. All you do is click on that, and it will pop up on Lynn Nakamoto's screen, and she will bring you to the panel, just like that. Just like that. All right. So if you're ready, Miss Nakamoto, let's get after it.
All right, here we go. Come on down, you guys. It's community time. Let's build the panel tonight. And first one in is Carmela Schwartz.
Carmela, Fire Girl is here. Welcome.
First. Yay,
Welcome, Carmela.
Followed by Greg Hill.
Greg Hill in the house. Welcome, Greg.
Our taxi Jiffman. Hi, Carmela. Love you too.
Now, I don't know if you mentioned it yet, but today was the OES classroom with hts'Ph Francis and Amina, and it was well attended and a lot of fun today.
It was. It was a good session and learned about SEO optimization, and we from Francis K. and we had Amina 𝗪 𝗪𝗪. She explained about LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn to promote your business.
There goes Greg signing to Carmela.
He's having fun with sign language, and I love it.
All right, good
Keep
stuff,
it
Greg.
going, you guys. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, now we've got JJB Tin Man coming in.
JJB Tin Man. I've got to get a cup of coffee.
Welcome, JJB.
I'll continue to welcome people.
Welcome. Next coming in is Bruce Gerstein.
BG is in the house. Bruce, got you covered, Gerstein.
Yeah, we don't get to see Bruce too often, so it's nice that he's here with us today. We're hoping his sound will be good and his camera will be good for him today. Welcome, Bruce. Coming in next is Greg Lakin.
Greg Lakin is in the house from Vermont. Welcome, Greg. Welcome.
Lynn, can you pull the background here? It will be easy for me.
Yeah. And we have Don Swihart coming in now. And I'm going to put the share file on with the image. And I will go to everyone, speakers as well as attendees. And you can easily retrieve the virtual background this way. All right? So let me just grab it for you guys. There we go.
Right, all right. I heard that Dawn's here. That means DL can't be far behind.
And the file share should be right in front of you in the middle of the screen. That is tonight's virtual background, which says AI and Mental Health, June 25, 2024, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. So feel free to grab the virtual background.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Did I miss anybody? I see John Barilla's here. Greg Hill's here. Carmela is here as well.
Yeah, that's it for our panelists tonight.
That's it so far? This is mental health, kids. This is something you need to know about. Come on now.
Hopefully we get
Y'all come now. You hear?
We got 48 in the webinar, so I would think more than this many would come. Oh, I see Melanie Marcano's coming in. Hi, Mel.
And it looks like we had to refresh tonight's broadcast on YouTube already.
Oh.
Yeah, I only see one person there right now.
Oh, okay, so it stopped.
Yes, it did.
So I think Chris will attempt to do a second one again for us. I'm pretty sure. Let's give him time. He will start another one.
All right.
Poor Chris.
Oh, boy.
Poor Chris.
All right, Chris, come on. Do your magic, brother.
Thank you for never giving up, Chris. This is Chris 𝗪 𝗪𝗪, our techie partisan. What would we do without him, boy?
That's true.
And we have Anuj Kumar. That's 𝗫 State coming in. Welcome, 𝗫. We're happy you're with us. Come on, folks. We hope to have more than that to discuss mental health and AI. It's a great topic.
Come on down. You're all welcome. Come one, come all.
And we invite you in the webinar chat to participate as well. And we ask that our panelists tonight, like Carmela, Greg, Mel, look at the chat. Help us by monitoring the chat to see if anybody has an answer or a question regarding the discussion. That will be very helpful to have more than my eyes because I'm doing so much to keep monitoring the whole webinar. So if our panelists can look at the chat, it's really, really helpful. I see we got Bruce Gerstein in the house, and he's getting his camera ready to be centered. Right now we see the side of his head, but he's gonna have the middle of his head. There we go. How are you, Bruce? Good to see you. All right. Anybody else coming in? Hi, Mel Mel. She's coming to the camera.
I'm running late because of work, man. It's like,
Oh, you must be tired today then, huh?
I'll be okay. I'll be fine.
Thank you for coming, even if you had work. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I'll be right there. Just get my coffee.
All right, let's peek in the chat. Who's in the chat that might come to the panel? I see Armin Ho, Frank Rowe. I see Amanath Bufa. Amanath. Who else is here? Gopal Chandra's here, saying namaskar, sir, everyone. Very good morning. I am Gopal Sahu from India. What did you say, Carmela? Huh?
Do you see me with my picture? Because I have trouble to come in.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
The computer is stuck.
You don't see it?
I'm here.
If you don't see it, refresh, because it's really nice. It looks perfect.
I see it. I want you to see it. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I
Because I
said
had a
it's
problem.
beautiful. It looks nice in here with you. Yeah, it looks really pretty.
Thank
I want, yeah.
Hi, Don.
Hello to hi Don. Hi to Pam Krawick.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Mel.
Being with my old family is crucial for me, says Pam Krawick. It's such a loving, caring atmosphere. That's a very nice comment, Pam. Welcome, Pamela. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for those comments. Bonita Slack is in the webinar chat as well. How nice. Awesome. So we encourage you guys, Sadananda, Bonita, all of you there. Prabhakar, Devadiga, go ahead and participate in the conversation because our panel is on the small side today. So we do appreciate if you want to chip in. And Greg Miller is in the chat and he says, AI can help in all health issues, including mental health. And I want to say to the folks, when we do set up the YouTube live, they're free to participate. And Pamela wants to share something. Pamela Crowell says, I've been feeling very depressed lately. I don't know why, and I can't explain it. So thank you for being so open and honest about how you're going through depression. And I give you credit, right?
Well, we're thinking about you, praying for you too as well, Pam.
Yeah, hopefully you can beat it, you know?
We know she can.
And oftentimes when you have depression, there's some chemical base to it, as hormonal basis. So if you can go to a doctor, that might be a good thing. Bruce Gerstein, you have to tell me where. I've something. Angela Greg. Oh, Greg Lakin says I drove as a car service while in New York City, and then I was a taxi driver in Burlington for a while until I realized that the money wasn't there and I was polluting the environment. All right. Thank you for that comment, Greg Lake. And Henry Horn says, I think everyone in my biological family has mental health issues, LOL. Well, you know, mental health issues are very... Taxi driver in Burlington for a while until I realized that the money wasn't there and I was polluting the environment. Oh, that's so Chris.
Okay,
Sorry, you can unmute. I just unmuted you. Go ahead. Did you want to say something?
yeah, sorry. I was testing the sound. There's no crackling on the second live stream.
Oh.
And yeah, we can keep the ball rolling now. Hi, Carmela. I heard my name mentioned by you.
All right, so we see the second live stream is rolling along. Join us there, or join us on Oconnect. Either way would be wonderful. Looks like Bruce is still getting situated. I see his fingers. All right. Well, I mean, if it's truth be known, why don't I just spit this out? I have several mental health issues in my line of thinking. Having been in Southeast Asia, I was subject to some rather unpleasant things, let's just put it that way, and have a touch of PTSD. But I am very blessed. I do have the Veterans Administration Hospital close by. It's I can actually walk there, and walking there probably would be a good idea, but it's so darn hot. It was 97.5 today in St. Petersburg.
You would not want to walk there for sure on that hot
Well,
day.
but I might walk off how my feelings are.
Yeah. Good pressure relief. Right.
So we right now in our family, we have some issues. I would say even my brother has issues. I don't want to get into that. But I know my issues I'm trying to control. I do visit with my clinical person once a month. And she, about 4 years ago, tried to get me involved in group sessions. That's not for me. A, I don't smoke cigarettes. B, I don't sit around complaining. And D, it didn't make me feel better. It made me feel worse. So I kind of put that to the side.
But you know,
for now.
Remember that. So some people, group therapy is very
good.
You know, so it depends on the person. We don't want to say it's good or bad. Each person has to try it out and see if it's effective for you.
And AI is being used at the VA. There's no doubt about it. They're doing research with certain models, and that's all through AI. And I've seen that in action, so I know it's true. So that's my story. Maybe I shouldn't have gone into it so deeply, but hey, it affects, 1 in 4 people.
Just so everybody knows, mental health issues are pervasive. Some people feel it has a stigma, so they hush about it, but I guarantee you, most families have someone or more than one person with that mental health challenge. It's really common. So, we always say it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to reach out for help,
And I must say, my family's been very supportive. They could have gone the other way and just said, oh man, that guy's wacko. But no, instead of doing that, they've wrapped their arms around me and said, hey, we know what you went through. You've told us all about it, and so forth. So I'm feeling better than I ever did. And we hope that some of you maybe will share a story or two. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be embarrassed by. I must say, the first time I walked into a group session, I was embarrassed. I said, what am I doing here? These guys are all sitting around smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, and complaining. So that was my group session days were kind of limited, but I know they help people. I know they do. So that all being said, let's hear from you guys. Namaste, namaskar.
Namaste, sir. Namaste. Good evening.
Welcome. Welcome, sir. We're glad you're here.
Brooklyn, New York. Thank you.
You are from Brooklyn, New York. I know that's right.
Okay, I noticed that the live stream stopped again. So we've done 2 live streams. I think, knowing Chris, he'll try a 3rd time. So we're gonna keep trying.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a 3rd time. The tech team is giving us some challenges. Anyway, we'll go ahead.
All right, thank you.
All right, that we will.
And I want to invite more people to the panel. Bruce came back, and we want to say hello to Chidananda Ralph. Hi, how are you, Chidananda?
I'm fine, madam.
Namaste.
Thank you. I'm proud to be an ONPASSIVE, madam. Thank you, madam.
Very glad to hear that you can,
Thanks for being here, brother.
Hello, Saijo Steak. Welcome, Saijo.
Sajul's here too. All right. Glad you're here, brother.
Patience 𝗍𝗹 coming in.
Patience 𝗍𝗹 in the house.
France Marcelin coming in.
All right, France, welcome to you as well. The panel is growing, and it's also growing in YouTube. So let's take a peek, shall we? I'll take a peek right now. One, two, three.
And let me go ahead and read a comment from Angela Lalande, who is in the webinar chat today. She says, mental health is a very important topic to discuss because of what it entails. Alzheimer's and dementia is expected to rise. Once again, it's about prevention and diet choices. If you do research, there are some foods that help the brain. I had an aunt that passed away from Alzheimer's, and I have a friend now that's dealing with dementia, but she is doing better. Thank you for sharing that.
Good stuff all the way around there. We're glad to hear from you.
Nice.
Anyone else have something to share? Hey, feel free. Take the gloves off, relax, and just let it all hang out. Let's go to Double Mel now, shall we?
I just want to say something.
I think you should.
As far as this topic goes, it doesn't have to be about you or your family. It can just be of people you know of. Throughout your life, you have probably known of or met people who have mental illness, and you could tell us a story of how they were doing, how did they end up getting therapy, did they end up being okay or not. That'd be really interesting to hear these stories. Or if you've read a story, I mean, there's so much in mental health nowadays.
All right, we got hands up.
We want to bring in Onyeloni into the panel. Hi, Loni.
All right, let's go to Double Mel first. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob, and good night, Sister Lynn, and good evening, and everybody else. Mental health, as we look around the whole globe, it's rising, and it's in every shape, form, every age. Even small children are suffering with mental health. It's inadequacy of everything with, everything to do with socialism, like what's going on around us in communities, in schools. There's all form of mental health. It can be acute, it can be chronic. And many times, like we think we fight it and say we are not mentally ill. You don't have to be crazy for it to be mentally ill. Sometimes something went wrong and it just upsets you, and it can distort your memory. It can put you in a different ward. So if we say that mental health is not in every family, we need to check again. Everybody suffer one way or the other, is some sort of slight depression, maybe deeper depression, and everything else. So this is a subject that is to take seriously, and it is a subject that we can use to help one another. Like, talk to each other when we can. Do not talk down to anybody, or do not look down on anyone. Let us lift up, lift up each other, because we don't know what the other person is going through. Sometimes people don't talk, but they're going through their own stuff, right? So honestly, mental health is to be taken seriously, and we are here to help each other. It's holding each other's hand, and the world we live in, it's not a nice and easy world. So yeah, so that there goes all the troubles, and that's why people are mentally distorted. Finances, all kinds of things, separations, it can be anything. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say, RobLynn, and it is a true story.
Now that's, your points are well taken. Today, society, doesn't matter where you live in the world, there's a lot of stressors, emotional stressors, financial stressors, and all of that takes a toll on the individual. And when it takes a toll on the individual, it affects that person's family, it affects that person's friends. So it's why we want to wellness and talk about it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mel, for that. We appreciate it. And let's see, I had to refresh. Let's see, I'm not able to lower people's hands. So once you're done speaking, if you could lower your hand, that'd be great. And I did refresh. Let's go to Carmela and then over to Greg Hill. Go ahead, Carmela.
Mental health is something that's coming up, as I've said before. Many people get sometimes in his life mental issues. For example, I had my father that had Alzheimer when he was old, and it was the Alzheimer take his brain. He did things that I couldn't imagine that it will happen. And I was very scary about what was done. Mental health can bring even from operation. When he did operation and they put him to sleep, when he wake up, it was not mental okay. He didn't recognize me. He even beat me. It can happen after a operation when you are sleeping, when you wake up, especially in the oldest age. You wake up in another way and you are not okay for a few weeks, maybe for life, and it's hit you, and it's problematic. And I went through it with my father when he was 80 plus, and I don't. I believe many other will have it with their parents when they are older, because it's in the book. It says every second person after 80 start have mental problems. So it's going to be grow very fast and with a lot of people. So we have to be aware around us, to be patient, to be nice. Sometimes you don't know what the person is going through, as Mel said, and what is inside him, because he is not speaking. My father was in the Holocaust, and he never wanted to speak about it. And once I asked him, he didn't want to tell me. And when I said, I forced him to tell me, he said, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak about it because all my friends are in the mental house because they speak. He was afraid to say what he's going through. So we have to be very, you don't see that in their faces, it's inside. They are not looking like a donkey with the long ears that you can see that they have mental problems. It looks nice. They are sometimes very nice, but inside is the problem. So we have to be aware. We have to be nice. We have to think what we are saying, and to take care about the others. And it's very important. And if the AI can help with that, it will be marvelous. I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah. Carmela, your point about, it's not like a donkey with long ears. It's true. Now, mental illness is not always visible. Sometimes it is. When people are talking to themselves or they're waving their hands around, then it's visible. But many times, things like depression, right? You don't wear a certain expression when you're depressed. People may not know that you're clinically depressed, and you may even function as a professional. Like, we have a friend that's a physician, very highly educated, successful, who has clinical depression, but has been able to function, but goes into periods or spells where he drops out of sight for a few weeks. And we know then, oh, that's probably because he has a episode, you know. So it is everywhere and it hits everyone. It doesn't matter your educational level, your background, your ethnicity, your age. None of that matters because mental illness affects everyone. It really does affect everyone. So this is why this topic is so important.
That's for sure. But let's now go to Greg Hill. Greg, speak to us. We'd love to hear from you.
𝗍𝗱
Oshimata.
𝗍𝗱, that means in Japanese, it means I made a mistake. I'm
Yeah,
just
are you telling me you shouldn't have raised your hand?
correct.
But
Because,
we're not going to hold that against you. Come on.
well, here's how it is. Mr. Greg here, he's a taxi gift man. And sometimes you got to look at things in a different light. You see, you know, this is really depressing for me, and I know because I have some family members that have some problems, but, you know, I love them anyway, and that's the way you got to look at it. You know what I mean, Burn? So anyway, you guys, this is a difficult subject for me because I do know have some friends that have some real mental issues, and somebody in my family as well. So
it does affect many of us in different ways.
It does. It affects me like I turn into the crazy guy like that. You see, I just did. If you go to my YouTube, you'd see, well, the taxi man's back here again. So anyway, you can check out my YouTube and you'll see how crazy I really am.
I'll give you my business card. I am a therapist part-time.
Okay. Right. So one of the things talking about this subject, there's a lot of good things that are going to come from AI over this mental illness, and I think it strikes everybody and in our life and to some degree. And I think that one of the good things that's going to be is they'll help us spot mental issues earlier in people, and I think it'll improve the treatment choices and the therapy success for these treatment choices. I also think it'll match clients with suitable therapists. And it enhances overall mental health care. So and that's just a part, of what I was reading earlier today, and I wrote that down, and I just think it's going to be a good thing. The AI will bring up so many more options for us to choose from than what we had in the past. So that's all I can say for now. Thank you so much, and I love everybody that's on this board. Thank you.
We love you right back. And we'd like to say we love everyone in the chat, whether it be YouTube chat or Oconnect chat. Let me see. We've got 68 of you have joined us here on Oconnect. So we're very grateful for that. Let's see. We've got Melanie has her hand up, and so does Patience. Let's go to Mel, then we'll go to Patience. Because Patience has patience.
It's okay, Patience. Thank you. Anybody can see my picture or the ghost?
No, we see your.
No, we see you're live.
And I'm seeing a white ghost. Okay.
Refresh.
Okay.
We see you excellent. You look beautiful.
It's refreshing.
Well, thank you, Carmela. You referring to me?
Okay.
You look beautiful too.
That's what I'm talking about. The fan club @𝗱.
All right, now we see you.
Go ahead, Mel. You're live and in color.
Do you see yourself now?
Yes.
Okay,
I can see you now. Yeah, but I'm on the side because of my camera. It's ready to break me. So yeah. What was I gonna say? I forgot now. Oops. Oh yes. I was gonna say that there are many ways we can keep ourselves immersed in things that can help us though. For me, I find to stray me away from things that bothers me, I go straight into creating stuff. And the more I create, the more I feel good about myself, the more I go deeper into, because it's like I'm exploring many things, many options of all kinds of things. And it helps. It can help the mind. Like, for example, today, we work a second shift, a split shift. So towards the second half of the shift, one of the TAs, team advisor, says that we are going into bingo, and I love bingo. So that's not part of the job, but it was so engaging. Like she did it as Pride Month, so everything to do with Pride, and she had the AI bingo card. So every time we load down a different one, and I was so in tune with it that when the calls come, I was rushing the calls, but I had to be mindful because they're listening to us on the other hand. So all these kind of things can help us stray away from worrying too much or thinking of, where we're going to get the next meal or the next thing, because sometimes we worry so much and we leave all the things here and we are gone. So I'm beginning to tell myself more and more, I know it can be very deep. It comes on you unexpectedly, but sometimes you just have to let it be. There are times I leave my laundry, I'm sorry, I just leave it and do what I have to do just to help myself, heal myself a bit, get myself out of, because when you go, stretching yourself so much, it can affect your whole being, your whole mind and everything. So again, that's a mental stress and it can become a mental disorder. So I just wanted to say, we just have to take life easy, call one another when we can. It's not always easy, but call one another. We can have a good laugh. Those of us that are close, we can have a close walk, like a walk to the water side, whatever, and just go pelting stones in the water, do something, because that helps. It helps the body, the mind, and the spirit. But when we stay inside and we are cubing all alone, it brings on mental stress and it turns into a disorder. And this is the truth, because I've heard so many people say, no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to deal with this one. I don't want to go anywhere. I said, do you know what you're doing to yourself? So yes, this is what I wanted to share. And this is life. This is how the life is right now. And we can get out of it. We can do something to stray away from things that can affect us deeply. And that's my story.
And talking about things like this, talking it out amongst either family and friends, it helps, because those are the people that care about you. And they're certainly going to be there for you when they can be. So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
B-A-N-G-O. Mel's middle name is Bingo. And third name. All right. Hey, I'm a little on the wacky side. All right, let's go to Patience 𝗍𝗹 before I get the hook.
Hi, everyone. This is a difficult topic to talk about. It's just, I don't know if I should say it's a coincidence. Just this morning, a friend called me that his niece has not been sleeping for 3 days. And he started acting up, pulling curtains down, cutting wires, and all that stuff. They couldn't let him come to himself. So when he called, I said, you know what, probably you have to send him out. So they called the cops, they called 911, and they had their own way of getting him out of the house. Mental health is an issue which is very dicey. You don't know whether it's a behavior or it's an illness. And excuse me to say, in America, we are all stuck in the house. Right now, because of so many things going on, you are even scared to go out and you are even scared to stay home. So the kids can't be kids of themselves. They stay on the computer to do so many things, which sometimes affect the mental issue. So as Melanie was saying, we just have to be open to anybody around us so we can talk and share some things, like small things together. In Africa, we just stand in front of our houses and you can get millions of people to talk to whether you know the person or you don't know the person. Here, your neighbor, sometimes it's even difficult to say, hi, how are you? So sometimes it makes it difficult as to who do I talk to, who do I not talk to. But as a small community or as a small group in the family, we can even share our stuff together. And it's very difficult, even if a member is having these mental issues, because they tell you what is happening to you. They will say, I don't know. Sometimes you can tell there's something wrong, but you can't even help the person. You can go to the hospital, they cannot even give you a proper diagnosis as to what is really happening. You will be in and out of the hospital several times before they can even tell you this is what is causing the person to have this. So this 16-year-old boy going through this crisis has saddened me the whole day, because we really don't know what is going on and we can't even help him. So mental health, as difficult as it is, we just have to be open and find things to do. We really need to find things to do to take our minds off certain things. So that's what I will contribute to it.
Patience, thank you. I could feel that that was coming from your heart, and that's how we do here at RobLynn Live. We open up, we tell things that maybe hurt a little bit to talk about, but when it's all said and done, we feel a little bit better. I know I felt better airing my laundry out a little bit tonight, and that gave some of you an understanding of why I'm such a wacky kind of guy, because I've got issues. And there's not a darn thing wrong with that. I'm not ashamed in any way that I have issues. Now, do I rant and rage sometimes? Oh, yeah. And my sidekick here can attest to that. But there's nothing meant by it. And as long as we talk things out, as you said, Patience, it's all good. All good. So thank you for sharing. And now we're going to move over to Ohio, staying in the United States, and we'll speak with Dawn and DL. But they'll speak with us.
Thanks, RobLynn. Appreciate it. Dawn has something to say. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say, being a health coach, I've had to learn to really listen. You know, there's a lot of people who have problems with eating and foods and stuff, and talking really helps bring a lot of it out, and makes people understand that they're eating a lot of foods that are making them feel good, but they're not feeling good because they're eating the wrong things. And I mean, it all comes together. I mean, it really does. Because I think when people are depressed, they're going to eat bad things. They think it's good stuff because it tastes good, but then in the long run, it's going to make them really feel crappy at the end. And but I mean, it's kind of the whole thing is getting people to talk first and what's going on in their lives, and helping them change a few things. But Don wants to talk now.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, artificial intelligence is one of the models that I was fascinated with. I read about earlier today was a virtual reality model. I mean, if you sit and think about it, right, that artificial intelligence can program a therapist, I should say, can program those headgear that they wear. They can in a stable environment, I should say. They can give you feelings of joy, security, peace, quiet, and on and on and on. So in a controlled environment, I think virtual reality is a ticket that will help many people. So back to you, Rob.
All right, thank you for that, DL. I appreciate that. And Dawn, as you mentioned, I just want to remind everybody our topic Thursday is going to be AI and diet. So I think we certainly may be calling on you to add a few things there. But diet does have something to do with mental health. I don't think there's any doubt. Someone sits there and eats nothing but carbs, okay? Nothing but carbs, and they're 480 pounds and they should be 180. Well, that's diet at work. And, you know, that's something that someone needs. If they need help with that, they can get help, hopefully. And talking things out like that really helps. So AI and diet is on for Thursday night, just so everybody knows.
Don's been going through some therapy for his back, and he's been doing some pool therapy in the pool, swimming pool. And I went with him today, and I was just shocked of the people that were there for the pool therapy that were so obese. And I'm thinking, you know, I know the water's helping them, but I'm thinking they need so much help, you know, learning how to control their eating. And I mean, it's just sad. It breaks my heart when I see it, but I realize when people feel bad, they eat bad and do bad things for their bodies. But I was just shocked. I mean, everybody in the pool was overly weight except Don. I mean, Don was, he looked really little in amongst all these people, but it just floors me to see how heavy people are.
So we shouldn't refer to DL as cinnamon bun DL, right? I mean, he's not a cinnamon bun kind of guy. All right, let's Robert. Greg, I see your hand again. Go ahead, Mr. Hill. And if I missed anybody, I will come back to you. I promise. I promise. I promise. You're going to have to unmute there, old man.
So you ding dang. Hey, you guys. Recently, Franz Marcellin had asked me to do something for him, and so I really enjoy doing that. But you know, I didn't know that he was an officer for 24 years, and I just wanted to thank you so much. And I know that in that position that you were in, and being a detective as well, that you probably had to deal with a lot of mental health issues for people out there. And that's something that our officers see a lot of these days, especially these days. So I was just kind of curious if you had anything you could add about that, because you have a lot of great experience, I'm sure, dealing with the public and dealing with mental health issues. Do you?
Well, thank you, Greg. It's nice to see everyone here. Yes, I was going about to say something later, but since you mentioned it, yes, we do. We deal with a lot of mental health, and it reached a point where that I believe around 2000, probably like 18, 19, 20, 2020. A lot of officers have to go back to train because what happened is there have been a lot of police shooting because of people with mental health. Because sometimes the actions, you know, officers thinking that the action was a threat to them, you know, and also the way they communicate was a problem. And, you know, there was a lot of shooting, people with mental health, and also with autism, you know, and there was a lot of issue with that. So, you know, sometimes a lot of time we arrest people, and when they call the police and you go to the call and you deal with people, and sometimes the mental health, what they went through. I remember 2014, 2005, 2006, when the economy was bad, we had a lot of people with mental health, and sometimes instead of taking them to jail, we have to take them to the hospital, you know, because it was an issue of crime. It was mostly an issue of mental health. So it's always a problem. And also I can say that we officers, we also have mental health, because sometimes a lot of the calls, the thing we have to deal with, sometimes the fatalities or the shootings, everything like that, and those things stick with you for life. And sometimes, you know, when you have bad dreams, you know, and you get upset, you get frustrated, you know, just because, you know, certain thing that happened during your work career or your tour of duty, and then suddenly it just come up in your mind, it just make you upset. And also a lot of abuse, you see the you know, domestic abuse, child abuse, all those things affect officers. That's why you see a lot of officers sometimes when they retire, they commit suicide. There's a lot of suicide. Most of them was like because of mental health. They can deal with the situations. They cannot deal, with the thing that they're seeing, and it's hard for them to process it. So nowadays you see there's a lot of help for officers and also for military personnel and firefighters, where they have peer support and they have a chaplain, go there very often, or sometimes they have a full-time chaplain where officers or firefighters or military personnel, they can go and talk to them to help them with their mental health.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Boy. Good stuff. Thank you both for sharing that. That means a lot. Means a heck of a lot. And thank you for your service over those 24 years, Franz. Didn't know you were there that long, but and you look pretty young for having served 24 years.
Well,
how do you do it?
When I came out of the military, I went to the military young. So when I got out of the military, I went straight to the police.
All right. Well, good stuff. Good stuff. Did you retire from the police?
Yes, I retired 2021.
2021, and were you a detective? I thought I heard Greg say something about detective.
Yeah, I was like an economic crimes detective, and also before that, I was a traffic homicide detective. So that that was tough for me.
Yeah, that is any type of homicide, whether it's road or any kind. I'm sure the visuals on that are not pretty, for sure.
Yeah,
so thank you for sharing. We appreciate you, brother. Let's go to Lonnie. Lonnie, talk to us.
Hi, Pedro.
Welcome, Pedro. Hello, Lonnie.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Lonnie.
Mental health is everywhere. What we are all going through, the economy, the children not being able to interact with other kids, everybody not feeling safe. It affects every one of us. We all think we are okay, but it just takes a little thing to for one of the nuts in our brains to just go haywire. It's everywhere around us. And we all need help. We have to, when people reach out to us, we should try and be there for them. It can happen all of a sudden. I have seen it happen. You're normal, and the next thing you know, something just goes off. And that's why we have so many, in fact, we don't have enough therapists to help everyone. We need more of them because they actually do help. Because what most of us, what we need is somebody to talk to. The life we live we're all segregated. There's no longer community anymore. It's everybody minding their business. Crimes happen out there, and you'll see people walk away as if it's nothing. It never used to be like that before. When something is happening, you will see people to help you. But nowadays, when things happen, they look away as if it's normal. Everybody is scared. In fact, I just don't know where to start from. All I know is when we start being a community again, which is why I love ONPASSIVE, because it's opening the way for people to learn that you are not alone. There are people out there, you can reach out to people. Our old people, they're so lonely. They have nobody to talk to. And that's what causes this mental health problem. Nobody for you to talk to. You look left, you look right, everybody is in a hurry. So please, if you see people, talk to them. Just hi. Just say hello to people. It makes a lot of difference. Sometimes people will greet people, not because, they just want to say, they just want to talk. They just want somebody to listen to them. Somebody just to know that they're there, they're present. Because nowadays, families are not there for their people. The society, we've lost that family connection. It's just me and me. And no society can survive like that. We all need ourselves. The kids, they need their fellow kids, they need the adults. The adults, they need the kids, they need the grandparents. We all have to learn how to start caring for other people, not just us. Everything is not money, money, money. Reaching out. Well, that's all I have to say today. I just want people to start reaching out. Your neighbors. I can tell you that there are some people who don't even know their next door neighbor. And even when they see them, they don't even say hi. And even when the neighbors say hi to them, they just ignore them. That's not life. We have to start learning how to reach out to people. Because when you have a community, there's something about community. It fosters togetherness, love. And that's what we're lacking. The human relationship, the human sympathy is no longer there. It's like it's being bred out of us. And without that, we're nothing. So please, everybody, you see people, say hello to them, even if they don't say hello to you back. By the time you do it 5-6 times, you find them responding to you. So please be your neighbor's keeper. Don't ignore them. Especially the old people. Reach out to them. In the stores, if you just say hello to them, you see them wanting to talk to you, or you smile, you see them smiling back at you. So please, if we all start doing that, it will make an impact.
Lonnie, a smile is really powerful.
Yes, it is.
Extremely powerful. And one of the games I play, I don't call it, well, it's a game, we'll say. When I go to the store, when I go to the grocery store, I look for people to smile to. And because you know what? That might be the only smile they get all month. Who knows? But that smile can change their whole day. And I've done that before, and I've been able to strike up a conversation just from a smile. It is a powerful tool. So yes, anybody out there, make it a challenge to yourself. When you go somewhere, go to the store, see if you can smile at 5 people when you go in there. That means you've changed 5 people's lives. They'll look at life differently.
Yes, Gregory. Very true.
Thank you to both of you. Wow. Powerful, powerful stuff, man. A smile goes a long way. And Lonnie, like you said, just reach out to somebody. You can tell in people's face sometimes what they're feeling, what they're not feeling. Hey, that smile will light them up. And just saying hello, it's amazing. If you say hello to someone, they may be walking around the store. Oh, I've done this. Walking around the store looking down. Well, all you got to do is say something to them in a nice way, and chances are they'll either strike up a conversation with you or they'll say, thanks, I needed that. And I've heard that so many times, so I'm blue in the face. It's good stuff. It's, love thy neighbor as thyself. What it goes that back to? Love thy neighbor as thyself. So I see Pedro has joined us. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see, that was Loney. Patience spoke. We can come back to you, Patience. Let's pick up Pedro and then we'll come back to you, Patience. Is that all right? Please?
That's fine. You want to test my patience, so I have it.
I'm testing it, baby. Yeah, all right. Go ahead, Pedro.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah, let's hit those emojis, smiley emojis, guys, and also chat in the chats, the smiley.
All right.
Smiley faces.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and good morning to others. A very touchy subject, how to help those with mental issues. And I heard Carmela's experience, very touching. The recommendations of Eloni, of course, beautiful to reach out just by being kind. And I know we're going to hear from patients, and those are the very two things that are outlined in the holy writings of Christians to cultivate. There is 9 fruitages of God's Spirit, but those are 2. Love is the number 1, of course. And I have tried to practice that, and it does work. Smiling is a great thing. I have to do it. I try to do it everywhere I go as well, just like Greg said. Some people just might turn away. They don't want to talk, and I understand that. I don't resent whenever I get, but I always make the attempt to look at people and try to smile or get some feedback from them and see where they want to talk. So these are ways in which we can alleviate the coldness of that has developed worldwide. It's not just United States; it's worldwide, and it's in prophecy that the last day will be marked by things like this, and we all have a measure of. I'm going to say this mental disability. We were born with that. It was transferred from our first parents that deviated from the purpose of God. So that is in our genes. We have a measure. I have 2 professional psychiatrists. The two of them have PhD on these degrees. The one from Guatemala, we have talked, and I have expressed to her how I feel about this, because she has to deal with cases that are very rough. For example, she said, I have a client that I have to interview every week, and he's like 18-year-old boy, and he has killed over 203 people, cold-blooded. And so can you imagine, she's trying to get some insight into his mind to see how he can be helped. She says, I see no remorse in anything that he says. It's just, can you imagine that? Of course, this is an extreme, but our friend here in the police force has expressed how we can be affected by what we live, what we see. And of course, the police force has to deal with so much. We appreciate the service. My son is a firefighter, and he has seen a lot. A personal friend was stabbed by somebody that was on the street, had a knife and that kind of thing. And they tried to help him, and he just jumped and stabbed the fellow trying to help him. So this affects the way it shapes us in such a way that we start suffering probably from some sort of this. I had an uncle who had so many operations that after using so many drugs, I already talked about this before, he had to walk out to the hospital with his left arm hanging on the skin. And after that, he had already prosthesis. He had lost his right leg on a motorcycle accident, and he couldn't bear to lose the arm in this second accident. So he was hanging on the hope that they would do something, and they did so many operations. Even one of the doctors that operated in him passed away before him. He got to live like 65 years of age, and he was very kind, very nice, but after so many drugs, he started acting. And when he took alcohol, and that was, it was a case that we had to deal with a lot. So these things affect everybody, but cultivating the fruits of the Spirit of God, kindness, goodness, faith, love, patience, those are things that are the best remedy to help other people, because we become more empathetic, and we understand that God has a plan for this to be fixed when His kingdom takes over, but we have to wait for that, whether it happens in our lifetime or not. That's all I wanted to say, but it's a very heavy topic, for sure. We find a lot of people. I personally helped somebody who had schizophrenia to a degree that he studied the Bible with me. And he was very intelligent, very nice. But his parents came and talked to me to ask him that he would go to a mental institution because they could see that he was deteriorating. And so after talking to him, that it would be to his advantage to be able to be more perceptive to God's willing for him, God's will for him, he accepted to go, and he underwent treatment, and he got better. He got a lot better. So being kind is the key. I don't want to take more time. I'm sorry.
Hey, we appreciate you being here, and you take as much time as you want, sir.
That's good sharing. Yeah.
We appreciate the share.
Yeah.
All right, now, I know she's got Patience. I know her name is Patience, but it's probably wearing thin. Go ahead, Patience, please.
I'm okay. So, excuse me to use the word crazy behavior in terms of the way people behave with these mental issues. And unfortunately, when it happens that way and they are in the hospital, the only thing they want to do is to calm them down. And they just give them medication. Meanwhile, there'll be something underneath that they need to find out why the person is behaving that way. So it's just a word of encouragement. If we are with them in the hospital and we see those behaviors, for them to give them the medication, we need to tell them what is really going on, what is happening, because we know the person that we are dealing with. If it's a family member, at least we will know when he's okay or when the person is not okay and going through the crisis, than them giving them the medication to silence them. Meanwhile, the root cause of it is not taken care of. So we will have to help them to know how they are, what they do, and what is causing this behavior, so that they can tackle them than giving them the medication to silence them. Because if the medication wears out, the behavior starts, it will come back again. And as Kamala said, when you go to the hospital, especially if you're in the ICU, the medications that they give you can also cause you those mental health issues. And if you are not careful, it stays on for a longer period of time. If you are lucky, you get out of it in no time. So in all those, we just have to be very careful and mindful of what our family members are getting in order not to have all those crises. That's what I'll add to it.
All right. Thank you very much, Patience. And I was glad we came back to you when we did. Lynn, did you want to say a couple things about the chat? People are writing in the chat some very moving things, and there's a couple I think Lynn would like to mention.
Well, Surrender Singh says, hello, RobLynn live show. Wow, beautiful sessions with you and all panelists, friends, family, sisters, queens. And then he says namaste. Let me scroll up a bit. And Chris Tiazon says, SMILE. SMILE stands for Seeing Miracles in Life Every Day. I just saw this in a Facebook post. Nice one. Very nice, Chris. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful, Chris. Any other comments?
Robert Riojas says, a smile. It's true. Done that before. Love it. He's referring to what Greg had to say about the power of smile.
Powerful.
Yes.
Awfully powerful.
Yes. And we have Armin Hogue says, I change people's lives by telling everyone Kai Young's famous joke about the two blueberries. Very nice. And Armin says, I've attended 10,000 AA meetings, and that's Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, in 40 years, helping me first because helping others help us all. Let me see, I need to mute some of the noise. Oh, I'm going to mute the patients. All right, back to the chat.
Okay.
When I muted, the chat disappeared. I have to bring the chat back. It's good to know. All right, scrolling up again. Armin says, if not for my one eye, then that would have been my choice, but the Postal Service was second best. And Pamela Krog says, in Manitoba, it's a 2-year waiting period to see a psychiatrist. There are clinical therapists available, but psychiatrists can diagnose and prescribe medication. Very true. Armin says, I always hoped I was a power of example to them to becoming a policeman. Oh, he's talking about his two nephews who are policemen. And let's see if anybody else said something about this topic. There's quite a bit of chatting going on. That's wonderful. Good evening, Michelle Weaver.
This is good stuff. And, you know, it took us a while to open up and really start talking about this. And yeah, it is a difficult topic at times to talk about. But you know what? Talking about things, talking through things, it makes it all better.
Oh, yeah.
And makes it easier for all of us. So we hope tonight so far there's been a little bit of value in what we've been talking about. We've had some wonderful shares, and we want to hear a little more. So let's hear from Mel. Lynn was not finished, so I'm going to check it, as we say in Israel.
Sarijit Jana says, great sharing patience. Indeed, mental health issues are critical problems that need to be diagnosed properly. Thank you, Sarijit, for that comment. And Armin says, some people say Armin is suffering with mental illness, but I say I'm not suffering with mental illness. I'm enjoying it. And Angela Lalande says, the body needs to be in balance. Cause and effect play a key factor here. The Lord is the ultimate healer. And let's go up a bit. And Armin says, AA, which is Alcoholics Anonymous, it's a group, a self-help group. AA is where I went to be with people of the same mindset. We wanted to have a normal life without celebrating with booze. And I'm going to edit this comment. This is a family show, so that one doesn't get read. Sorry, Armin. Armin says, I stopped drinking at 29 years of age, and now I'm in my 40th year of sobriety. 40 years of being sober. Angela Land says, the environment doesn't help either. Also, what we eat, put on our skin, what we drink also plays a factor. Of course, memory challenges can plague anyone. Get the body clean and remove toxic waste from cells throughout the body, which engulfs the gut, which leads to the brain with what you consume. But of course, many factors play a part in mental illness. I could go further with deep depression, but it's too much to talk about here. Many blessings to all. Take care of your mental and physical capabilities.
All right. Does that do it for the chat for the moment? All right.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's go back to Mel, and then I think we're going to have a little signing. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob. Lack of sleep too can affect our mental ability. When we are lacking sleep, our blood is not rested. I know that for a fact, and it causes us not to focus, right? Because sometimes when I'm at work, I'm totally thrown off sometimes. I feel like I'm in a bubble. I feel like I'm in a different world. You know, simply because I'm working, but it's like I'm feeling that I'm not at par, I'm not there. So I believe truly when we take enough rest, whether it's in between our breaks or after we finish work or whatever we are doing, it's vital to have a rest for maybe 2 hours or so, because our mind and our blood is all rested, and we can at least maintain a focus, you know. And I noticed that in North America, we are part of North America, where we come from, the Caribbean, but we are laid back. I find in the bigger countries, it's a rush. Even like when I'm talking on the phones, they want us to just do. You know, I'm not a robot. I'm not a, how you call it? Like, you know, you can't just say something and then leave somebody hanging. And I've said that to my supervisor over and over. And today we had a talk one-on-one. I'm not going to mention name, but he's very nice supervisor. And we talk about life. It's funny. He said he loved talking to me about something because the way I think. So we were talking, and then it's all about what we are talking now. And we need to take time to even venture other things. And that's where sometimes we are stuck in something, we are stuck in a rut, and that can cause us to be depressed itself. That can bring on depression. When we are stuck in a job that we feel like we are not going anywhere, that is the truth. And we just feel like we are mentally drained, and that's not good for our well-being. So we need to venture, and that's why I took up doing creative stuff. It helps me. And I was telling him, and he said, wow, you're ahead of the game, and I want to learn, I want to do things. And I was telling him the things that I'm into. I even mentioned ONPASSIVE. And guess what? He's saying that our company is going somewhere different than what they were before. Everybody's talking AI. So that was my opportunity now to join into what we are doing in ONPASSIVE. I said, if not now, but later, you should be able to use that platform because it's all in one. And, you know, he was listening. And he said, that is the truth. Everything is agreeing. At first, when I said ONPASSIVE, he said he looked up the CEO and he said, oh, no. But now he's agreeing. So, you know that sometimes you just plant something in someone like a little seed. And that's how you get people to be focused, not on you, but on what's going on in our lives, what's going on around in the globe. We just definitely need to be there for each other. You know.
Thank you for sharing that, Mel. Very meaningful, and oh man, this topic has opened up some thoughts in my mind. I don't want to go into too much detail because this is not about me, but you've all enlightened me tonight. I've gotten value tonight and from you, and I appreciate that. Let's go to Greg Lakin in Vermont.
Okay, can I be heard? Am I broadcasting?
We can hear you.
Well,
we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I have been doing that, giving my feelings about unpassive before on co-founders all the time, but I think eventually people will see when it gets to that point of public awareness to the media in our newspapers and stuff, because it's not, I don't know, I'm not pushing with all the people that I've talked to in the past. They're gonna see it eventually, but the thing is, I've been trying to always moving ahead and getting more people to understand this movement, and
it'll become easier and easier, I think, Greg, as time goes on, and time is marching on, and I think it's getting a little easier now, and I think it'll be easier for all of us very, very soon. ONPASSIVE will speak for itself without you even having to say anything.
Well, yeah, because eventually, I've been even with the media, or like the local media, I've been trying to get it across that I'm in it for a long time, but they don't understand, or I don't know. I'm not going. I mean, I'm always, when I plant the seed, I want to have it, but I in the past I have struggled with getting to people that don't understand me, and I'm going past there now, but it's still room for people to understand what it is ONPASSIVE is all about. Maybe it's not for me to do, but and there, I don't know, there is a very few people in Vermont that are part of ONPASSIVE, or at least out here. I really feel like I'm the only one, but I don't know. I saw another person in Vermont somewhere, but I'm not sure where, and I've been rating to him, but I don't know.
Well, don't give up. Keep it up.
No.
Keep it up. You'll get an answer. Just keep it up. That's the best way, best policy, I think. So, thanks, Greg. We appreciate your share as usual very much. Thank you, brother. I think we're going back to patients. Are we not?
Yes, I just wanted to say stress and lack of rest is a bad combination for mental health and the body as well.
Yeah.
That's all.
Good point, Lynn. That's a good one. Yeah.
I like that. Thank you very much, patience. Well, all righty. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anybody. Trying to get everybody in that wants to be in. Okay. Are we ready to do a little signing?
Any more hands up? I see hands up.
Oh, you do? I can't put any hands down, or I would have already done that.
Okay.
Greg spoke and Patience spoke. Lonnie spoke. Greg Hill spoke. I couldn't lower their hands.
Okay, I think. I saw a hand up. Maybe the person lowered their hand. I think we're. Anybody else want to speak on the topic? We're good?
All right.
All right. Pam Krawick says, can we continue talking about mental health on another RobLynn Vibe?
You better believe it. To be continued, part 2. I like that, Pam. I like it.
Certainly, Pam. What do you guys think on the panel? Can we do a part 2 of this topic? There seems to be a lot to be said on it. Thumbs up if you don't mind having a part 2 on this topic. A lot of support for that. All right, we'll do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, over to you, Auntie Lynn.
Okay, well, we're ready for signing. It's signing time, and we've got 2 teachers. I see ~𝗱𝗨, hello, and I see Debbie. So we will start with ~𝗱𝗨, and then will be Debbie, okay? So you guys are ready to learn? Make sure you keep muted. That would be very helpful. Keep muted, and we'll go to the side view. We'll do that now.
All right.
Side view. Now look for him. Look for ~𝗱𝗨. He'll be on the right. I see ~𝗱𝗨.
All right, ~𝗱𝗨.
He's asking, are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Ready, ready.
Okay. Book. The first word is book. Look at this. Okay, I see your list now. Book. Let me adjust my camera so I'm a little higher up. All right, so folks in the YouTube channel, follow along with us. Book. Next word is reading. Your base hand is on the left, and then your right hand makes the number 2. These are your eyes, basically reading, showing your eyes going over the page. So this is why this is the sign for reading, eyes looking at the page. Reading. Next we have teaching, teach or teaching, teach. So information from me to you. That's why it goes from me, it goes forward. Information being imparted to someone, teaching. Next we have learning, and the sign for that is a base hand, picking up information from a paper or a book and putting it into your head. This is how we get the sign for learning. Pick up information, put in head. Learning. Yeah, makes sense, right? Getting information, putting it in your head. Next sign is study. This is your hand on the left, and this is you looking at the paper or book intently. This is why this is a sign for study. Study.
I gotta go plug my computer.
All right. And read, he's saying, and study. Read and study. Next word is math, mathematics. The letter M placed on top of each other and going in opposite directions. This is a sign for mathematics. The letter M and going against each other in opposite directions, math. Next word is words, word or words. Index finger on the left hand, this hand shape on the right, touching the index finger. Word. Word. Okay. Word. Next we have language. The letter L on both hands, they touch and then they go apart in a kind of wavy motion. like this. They're together and then they wave and they come apart. English language is what he says. English language. English language. German language. German language. Chinese language. Chinese language. Etc. That's the idea. Next we have the word count. 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 Next we have the word social. Left hand is like a number 1. Then you get the letter S and you go around the index finger. So from back to front. Back to front. The sign for social. Next word is security. The letter S on your chest. It's like where you would wear a badge, but we put the letter S, and that is why it's a sign for security. Next word is a benefit. This is the handshake placed on your right chest. Your thumb and your finger touch the chest, your right chest, and go this way, up and down. Benefit or benefits. Next we have the word meeting. These are people coming together. People here, people there, and they're coming together to meet. This is why it's a sign for meeting. People coming together to meet. Meeting. Next sign is homework. This is a sign for home. Home plus work. Home, work. Home, work. And home is why? Because it's where you eat and you sleep. So they have eat, sleep, work. That's how you got the sign for home. Eat, sleep. Yeah? Home, work. Home, work. And ķīsō, this is my sign name, ķīsō Weir. ķīsō, teacher. Remember the sign for teach? This is a sign for person. So a person who teaches is a teacher. So you get teach plus person. Teacher. Teacher. In your mind, teach. Student. Student. Then we're going to learn student. Remember how we had learn, taking information and putting it in your head? So the sign for student would be what? Student meaning learn, person, a person who learns. So it would be learn, person. But it becomes not so a full sign to the head. It's just a student. Student. You don't have to go up to the head. Learn, person. Learn, person. Thank you, ķīsō. He said, great. Clapping for you all. Thank you. Love you. Okay, we're going to do a picture after Deb finishes teaching. So think about which sign you're going to do teach. Okay. We'll let Deb teach first. Okay. And then we'll take pictures. He says, I love you. He says, yes, yes, yes. Thumbs up to everybody. Take it away, Deb.
Hello, everybody. I made it in time. Ready for more learning? Yeah. Okay, this is for mental health. Mental health. Mental health. The help will improve help to improve diagnose, understanding, there's two different kind of signs for treatment. Treatment is the application of remedies to cure is treatment is one. Treatment is care of. Or there's another one for like therapy. It's also treatment. Treatment too. Hard to say it. Social media. Social media. MEDIA. The other book says media. Media. I like to spell better. All different kinds. And they have online, two little fingers, line activity. I found the word sign for detect. Detect means to spot, to catch. Detect what? Anxiety. Anxiety. Depression. Depression. Cyberbullying. CYBER. Bullying. Think of a cow with a horn. Bully. That's bully. In younger was more of a bent, younger people. That's where all they spot the younger people, especially with the cyberbullying. Were bad. Stress detection. Stress detection. Access means to go in. Services. Access services. Those are all the things that maybe I can find more on part 2. Thank you.
All right. Time to take pictures of some signs. So we'll go to htsl. Which sign? Okay, remember this? It's teach. T-E-A-C-H. Teach. From your head, imparting knowledge to someone else going forward. So this is the sign for teach. All right? Looks like everybody's signing it. Just go forward with this handshake. Teach. All right? Are you guys ready? On the count of 3. Wait, hold on. I'm going to bring in somebody. ṟ is coming in. The guy with the big smile is coming in. Let's have him come to the camera. Hi, ṟ. We want to see your big smile and enthusiasm. Come to the camera. We're going to do teach. We're going to do sign language. Are you there, ṟ? ṟ? Okay. We need some more time. All right, here we go. This is the sign for teach. Teach. And here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And smile while you're doing it. Very nice. Mine was one-handed because I got to take the picture. All right. Next we have Debbie. Which sign did you pick? He's thinking. She says. Spell it. Anxiety. Make sure that's the word. Yeah. Anxiety. So you're nervous, basically. You're like, oh, anxious. So we want you to have an expression that shows that you are anxious. That facial expression, like paranoia or nervousness. Can you make that expression? Okay, are you ready? Good job, you guys. Look at Kiana made me laugh. So funny. Okay, look anxious. Everybody look anxious. 1, 2, 3. Anxiety. Yeah, good. Good job. Did we miss you, Greg? Did you get in the picture? Or did I miss you? Greg.
Cramp.
Oh, you got a cramp?
Too much anxiety.
Oh, no. Poor thing. I hate cramps. I hate them. Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. I'm hoping you're okay. That's the main thing. All right. We're going to go round the horn, as my husband says. Anybody else wants to make a few comments before we go to our baritone, John Barilla? Any more comments? And I want to say a special thank you to ጵիս𝗠 because it took us 3 tries. It took him 3 tries to live stream tonight, and he did not give up. And I think it's still on, right? Is it still working? Yep, it's still there. The third
Yeah,
time
and
was the
I'm
time.
still smiling, even when we the second live stream, third. Now I'm smiling full. It's excellent connection as of now.
Yay! I think we've been doing about 3 every night lately. So
Yeah, we're just observing everything, so it seems stable now.
we appreciate all you do for us, Chris. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Okay. No hands. I don't. Anybody wave or raise your hand? Everybody good? All right. Let me look in the chat really fast to see if anybody said anything about the topic. Okay, you guys. Oh, Angela is so sweet. She says to Greg Lakin, "Don't quit. Don't quit, Greg Lakin. You are doing well." Isn't that a nice, very nice comment? And Angela says to Rob, "It's okay, Rob. We are here to share. No worries." Aw. And Angela says to Melanie, "Amen, Melanie. The body does many things as we sleep." And Cheryl Bess is here saying hello to everyone. She says we are having a monsoon. Oh, monsoon? Wow. Be careful. Remain safe. Take shelter if you need. All right. Thank you from Angela Land to our awesome deaf community. Thank you from Angela for the teaching. She says thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. AJ Kumar says, "Hello, Lynn. Namaste. I love you. Love ONPASSIVE. I love RobLynn live webinar and love to Oconnect." And a lot of appreciation to our deaf teachers for teaching sign language. Thank you very much. And Armin says a great big thank you to the hashtag ASL Dream Team, hashtag Rachel Violet, hashtag Patty, Andrea Cola, hashtag Deborah Long, and hashtag Cecil Weir. Oh, Cheryl says, "I have to go. The monsoon is getting bad. See you next time." Love you, Cheryl. Keep safe. Prayers for you. All right, I think we're good on that, on the chat. And in the YouTube chat, I don't see any comments pertaining to the topic at hand. Just a lot of people happy and saying hello to each other, which is great. All right, now let's go to John Barilla, our resident baritone. Thank you.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to do the theme song, and then I'll say something. I'll say a little something. Here we go. Got to use theme song. Here we go. Well, it's got a. What am I talking about? It's got a. I have to click on it a couple of times because I got it. I didn't have it up and ready. Here it comes. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live tonight. Yeah. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crabby. It's RobLynn Live right now. Woo, doggies! Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like ONPASSIVE, it's delicious. It's ONPASSIVE delicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant. Oh yeah. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live. Woo! Doggy! Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so I need a drink. Hold it. Yeah. All right. So I was gonna.
I love it, John. It's lots of spirit and enthusiasm in it. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm glad, and that was a nice up theme song. But I'm in a dilemma. I've swapped out the songs like 3 times in the last short period of time for whatever reason. There was something that I got to change the song. Well, I'm thinking tonight. I had kind of a poignant. Wasn't your up song? It wasn't Charlie Down, but it's like I thought, maybe I should be singing a song that's not so poignant. Anyway, because I like to get you with my emotion when I'm singing. So I thought I'd swap it out. Then I start looking at one to swap it out, and then I thought, I don't know, why do I need to swap it out? If we're going to do another night of this, I'll have to swap it out twice. So now I'm like sitting there going, should I do the poignant song, or should I do the kind of up song? And now I think I'm gonna do the poignant song. I think we're all okay. We've been talking about our subject matter tonight. It's poignant. It's not like a happy up song, but it's anyway. I can tell you a little bit by looking at the information that I have. And let's see. Hold on. Okay. This is a poignant song about 2 ex-lovers recalling happier times. You see what I'm saying? But it was written by Troy Seals and Donnie Fritz, and was first recorded by Waylon Jennings. Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson actually has my favorite version of this song, but it's actually a Waylon Jennings song. And anyway, so I hesitate, but I think we're okay. It's not like a terribly negative song. It's just 2 former lovers remembering the better times in the past, because it's called "We Had It All." Okay, so I'm going to do it anyway, and then I'll do it the next time we have the topic. I'll do an up song. Okay, so let's see. I got to look at the. Now this is a little bit tricky too. I'll just let you know. Usually I have the song and the lyrics, the music and the lyrics in the same place. For this, I got to do the music, and then I got to hurry up and get to the lyrics on another tab. So first thing I want to do is just check and make sure that it's up and ready, so I can make this quick move as I go to do it. Now let me check the lyrics over here. All right. If I screw up, I'll stop and start over again, but maybe I'll be all right. Let's see what happens. This is called "We Had It All." I can hear the wind blowing in my mind, just the way it used to sound through the Georgia pine. And you were there to answer when I called. You and me, we had it all. Remember how I used to touch your hair while reaching for the feeling that was always there. You were the best thing in my life, I can't recall. You and I, we had it all. I know that we can never live those times again. So I let my dreams take me back to where we have been. Then I'll stay with you, girl, as long as I can. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good when I was your man. Even though you didn't stay, it was all worthwhile. You were the best thing in my life, I can't recall. You and me, we had it all. You and me, we had it all. There it is. I'll do the up song next time.
That's fine. That was a melancholy song, and nothing's wrong with melancholy songs.
Melancholy is okay.
Yep, beautiful.
All
Thank
right,
you.
all right. I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming on board tonight. For some, I think this was a difficult topic, was a little bit for me, but I think we aired out all our laundry and it felt good. It felt good. We got to talk about maybe some other folks and ourselves, and it was good. I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is OP360 on its regular time, Wednesday at 12 noon. Don't know if there's a special guest or not, so just tune in 12 noon with OP360. We'll be back tomorrow night with our roundtable Q&A with our panelists, which is always a hit. And then on Thursday, we'll be back again at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time with our topic for that night, AI and diet. So we're trying to look ahead to some of our topics, and hopefully that is good stuff. In addition, tonight, the rebroadcast of last night's last night's broadcast, I should say, will be up and running. Is that right, Chris? All right, sounds good. So we'd love to, last night I walked away and there was 28 people in the replay. How cool is that? So thank you for that. I know Lynn appreciates that. I wasn't available. I had hit the proverbial hay and gone night and night. But tonight I'm up for a while, so I plan on checking that out from last night. Anything else I can mention, Ms. Nakamoto?
I was going to ask Chris, are we going to use the same link? We're going to keep this same link for the replay, or are you going to start a new live stream?
It's a new live stream until then. It's better that way so that we could we could share in social media platforms a different link separate.
Okay, alrighty. So those of you who are on the YouTube live stream now, feel free to hop on to the next live stream, which will be on our channel, and we will be playing last night's show. So thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. The participation tonight was really good, and lots of activity in both the YouTube chat and the webinar chat. So we appreciate everybody, panelists, speakers, attendees alike. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes, we do. And you know what's coming
It's a very
next?
difficult topic. It's not an easy topic.
Thank you to everyone again. And thank you to all veterans around the globe. Thank you to all active duty military around the globe. Thank you to all first responders. Bing, bing, bing. And you know it, it's coming. Thank you to every one of you. We appreciate you.
And don't forget the picture, group picture.
Oh, we got to do a group picture. Group picture.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Picture now. That okay. Yeah. So Charananda, do this. Chidananda, sorry. This do copy me. This. Yeah. It means I love you. I love you. Okay. All right. Everybody got the I love you. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Very nice, Chidananda. Very good job.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. And let's bid everybody a fond arrivederci, buenas noches, and we'll see you on the flip. Unmute and say good night, good afternoon, and good morning.
Good morning.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night. Good night. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Rob sir. Thank you, Lynn madam. Good night, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Next time I'll sing Melancholy Baby.
Good job, Chris.
Good night.
Good job, everyone. Good night.
Bye, Camilla.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Please read it. Good night, good day.
Hello.
Love you all. Love you all. Good night.
Hey. So for dinner.
Nice singing.
Baby is that.
All right.
I love ONPASSIVE.
I love ONPASSIVE too. Yay. Go ONPASSIve.
Good job, John. Thank you.
Who is that baby that got to say goodbye?
Baby, say hi.
Good night.
Baby saying, I love
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Today is 360. Today is 360.
Today.
Today is 360.
Today is what? What did you say, Balaj? Oh,
Today is 360.
okay. There's an active fire right there. All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Have a good day, everyone. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Night, everyone.
Right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like on passive, it's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can it's RobLynn live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like on passive, it's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can it's RobLynn live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like on passive, it's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can it's RobLynn live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like on passive, it's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can it's RobLynn live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun.